I have what, 13 books that are gonna be in this. Will I get to all of them? Debatable. Hey, hi, it's been a while. I hope everyone's doing great. It's good to see you again. You know, I should just get to my introduction. Hello. Greetings. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Changeling Reader. If you're new here, my name is Adrian. And today, the main thing we're doing today is my now just May TBR. First, however, let's get a little Preamble Ramble in here because I need to talk. Because it's been, over a month? Because this is going to be the most recent video, even though I have all of this backlog that I need to get to. My goodness. And I previously recorded a April and May TBR halfway through April, and then things went very wrong with editing, where the editing was done, and then login error, something happened. So all of the work, poof, gone. And then after that, I have not had a whole lot of spare time. So I haven't gotten much in. Basically, yeah, so there's this. I need to record, what else is there? Yeah, I've been very busy with a variety of things. Research projects and readings and tests. I had an exam that I was so stressed for. And it was around the time that I finished editing the previous TBR attempt. And that's why I ended up not getting to it immediately after, because I was like, I just spent all that time editing, and now I don't have the spare time, because that was the spare time. Now I need to study. And so I did, and then, yeah, we're here. We're now doing this. Gotta make sure I get it done. Is there anything else I need to say? Well, I guess the only thing is that basically it's May and I have 2 weeks. 2 weeks left of classes. 3 weeks. Or it's the first, it's the night of the first. So, 21 days until I graduate and I'm moving out? So, yeah, when there's 2 weeks left, or maybe the end of this week, I'll start a end of college vlog. I'm thinking I'll film something about college advice that I wish I had, or something like that, because I figure that would be good. Both because to talk about books and stuff like that. If anyone's interested in hearing about that, let me know. Okay. But oh yeah, basically with this, after that, be ready for just a weird timeline of videos that I swear I'm gonna just try my darndest to get as many of my backlog videos up before I graduate as I can, so it makes more sense instead of it being oh yeah, this video is being posted and it was recorded in March or February or January, right? Because the most one that I have got a little bit of work going on is the first week of classes. Yeah. And I am entering into the last 3 weeks of the semester, so time is going to be weird. Be prepared for that. I will have things towards the beginning being so you can get a sense of when it is. But I really want to get that done so I don't have to worry about a bunch of videos in the summer. But you may be seeing a 24-hour readathon challenge that occurred in March and June. Who knows? Aside from that, I can't think of anything else. But yeah, like I said, if you are interested in hearing stuff about my college experience, advice, talking about majoring in English, anything like that, let me know in the comments below. And of course, with that, make sure to like and subscribe, even hit the notification bell so you can get notified when any of those videos drop. Anyways, that preamble ramble over with. Let's dive into the books. So, I have them much more categorically this time. I tried to do this with the April and May one, but then that got scrapped, obviously. So I have a series of categories where it's books I'm continuing, books I need to get to, like maybe they're like, no, it is class books, challenges. I think lmmontgomery, I'm going to try to participate in that, so I'll talk about it once I get there. And then other books, if I have spare time, because Lord knows until the 22nd I'm going to be pretty busy, including with a wedding. I'm going to be going to a wedding. Oh my goodness. I'm actually really kind of excited for that. It's just hit me. Sorry. Anyways, let's get to the first category, which is kind of the largest. It has the most. Yes, it has the most books. So the first one is balance is Donna Tartt's The Secret History. I started this in March. It has been a bit insufferable sometimes. I am 200 pages into it, and currently I keep having like where I put it down and then I'm like, I'm not really feeling picking it back up, because it's I have things to say, and I have a lot of annotations and marginalia where I'm like, okay. Basically, there's a lot of questioning of various people's educations, including Donna Tartt's to a certain extent, which I would normally feel a bit mean doing that, but she's pretentious in this, or the book itself is pretentious, so it needs to live up to its pretentious standards, and it doesn't, in my opinion. But anyways, I have basically decided that I'm going to get to page 280, and if I continue to be a bit ambivalent about it, I will put it down until I graduate, and then I'll get back to it. But my goodness, it's taken up so much more of my time and energy than I expected. Yeah, so there's that one. Next is one that I really need to get to because it is part of a research project and I need to get through it. It's The Singing Creek Where the Willows Grow, The Mystical Nature Diary of Opal Whiteley, with a biography and an afterword by Benjamin Hoff. This is the diary that I am doing my research project on in my diaries class. It's not like formatted too bad, so I'm not expecting it to be too rough. I just want to read it. Plus, there's a certain amount of it where I don't think for my specific research purposes I need to read the whole diary, but I still would like to because I feel like I kind of see myself in some of this. Sometimes I'm like, oh, this kind of is fitting me in a weird way. Anyways, next is Grey Wolf. This was my April pick for the Read Your Bookshelf challenge, where it was a book that is not shorter, a different genre than your March book. And my March book was a political science thriller kind of thing. So I was like, this book that's following wolves, that's definitely not the same genre. I don't have much else to say about it. I do like this opening that I read because I haven't made much progress into it. And I've had to be very careful with it because, as you can tell, it's kind of a bit very battered. Yeah. Right. And then I also started Rising Out of Hatred, The Awakening of a Former White Nationalist by Eli Saslow, which I did figure out was not an autobiography or a memoir. I'm not sure why I thought it was, but it's more of a biography of sorts with like some political science in there and stuff like that. It seems interesting with what I read so far. I'm not very far into it, but this was for the April prompt in the Buzzwordathon, which was emotions and thus hatred. Hopefully I'll be getting to that. And then the other one that I started is Disability Visibility. Not 21st, oh my goodness. First person stories from the 21st century, edited by Alice Wong, with this very, I like the aesthetic of this cover. What is this fluff? Yes, I think I'm still reading this with my friend Mackenzie. We'll see, because this might be like another buddy read that we kind of end up getting preoccupied with a bunch of other stuff, so we're not able to fully follow through until all other stuff is dealt with. But yeah, I'm gonna be making some progress on this when I can. It's definitely not the highest priority, but it's the book I started, so yeah. Ooh, should I include? I'll make note of it when we get there, but it's just like one book that I read the prologue of. And then, of course, there's Infinite Jest, technically, but I've decided that I'm gonna set it aside until I'm done with college, because with everything else going on, I don't have the time. I don't have the time or mental energy for it, even though it's pretty good. As far as I am in it, I like it. It's very impactful, and it's like, I'm waiting to see how the comedy of it comes in, but yeah, that's kind of a temporary DNF until basically the end of May, so I guess it counts slightly. It might be June. Who knows how long it's going to take me to read that book once I get back to it. But I will be keeping in touch with two of my friends about it, so that's nice. Okay, and that is everything. The next category has one single book, and it's... For my diaries class, we have to read Harriet the Spy by Louise Fitzhugh, which, this is going to be such an easy read. I look forward to it. Because it's just, I have to read this in the next, 2 weeks? Because I think we're going to discuss it a week from Thursday? Yeah. But it's diary fiction, so it's going to be like a lighter thing to cover. Next is... the May prompt for the Buzzwordathon is flavors, and I already planned this ahead while packing, back in January because I knew what it would be. So I have here Forbidden Fruit by Erica Spindler. This is just a book that I have no idea what to make of it. The fruit is the flavor. That's what I was going based off of. It might be a romance or erotica. I have no idea what I'm getting myself into with this. Okay, and then the prompt this month, May, for the Read Your Bookshelf Challenge is a book with more pages than your April book. And I did Scorpion Fish because it is 244 pages, and Grey Wolf it's not even 200 pages. So, yes, there's that. Also, I wanted to read this because I wanted to pair it with my experience of reading Summerlong. Both books with one-word titles starting with S by the Pacopoulos siblings. Interesting. Hopefully this one isn't as kind of depressing. Okay, so that's... right, okay. And then there's lmmontgomery, which depending on how things go, I may get from Project Gutenberg. I think it's Kilmeny of the Orchard by Miss Montgomery. We'll see. Yeah, no, that's gotta be it. I might participate in reading that, but I do actually think I'll try to do some of the bingo board as I can, because I know this month I'm gonna have a couple picnics. I do have some poetry that I've written myself, that it would be, if you're fine with it, I would love to include in the 2 last few weeks of college vlog, reading some of my own poetry to y'all, if y'all are into that. Whether it's good or not is debatable, but, there's that. I can't remember all the bingo options because I don't have it printed up and I don't have it pulled up anywhere to reference. But I know there's reading a book or poem referenced by Anne in the books, which I have not read, so I'll just have to Google poems referenced by Anne in Anne of Green Gables, because I'm not gonna add another book, but I'm fine with reading a poem. What else was there? Picture of my books. That'll come when I get home, obviously, because I don't have all of my books. I don't have A Christmas Carol here with me. And my picture of my favorite books would be completely false if it did not have that on it. I don't know about nonfiction and an adaptation. That might be a bit iffy. We'll see. But yeah, so there's that. I know absolutely nothing about Kilmeny of the Orchard. So I'm going to move on to the final category of kind of feel a bit silly about one of them because I was so intuitively brought it, and it's I've put it off each month. I'll say which one it is, but the first is one that I was thinking about earlier, and it's The Dragon Reborn, Book 3 of The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan. I actually did read the prologue of this, which is on page 30 of this book. But that was a while ago. But I do need to catch up with my mom because she's finished this book and then the next book. So I think she's now 2 whole books ahead of me, and probably will get 3 whole books, depending on how things go. Because I don't know what happened. She just apparently got through a freaking 40-hour audiobook in a few days, and I was like, oh my god. She is apparently having dreams about it, which I'm really happy I got my mom into fantasy, and I'm really happy to be reading this series along with her, though I need to catch up. So there's that. I can't really say much. I might, if I have the spare time and like mental energy and I'm not like working on writing or editing videos or other stuff, I might actually do like more in-depth discussions about the books. I would probably start with just a general thoughts on the first 2 or 3 to start, and then each book after that, who knows. Anyways, next is Guyland the Perilous World, Where Boys Become Men. Understanding the Critical Years Between 16 and 26 by Michael Kimmel. Relative of Jimmy Kimmel? Probably not. Well, actually, who knows? I'm not gonna say, but that just popped into my mind. I'm just interested in this to get a sense of what I'm missing out on, especially since this semester I have gotten more affection from other guys than I have in like my whole freaking life. It's been a bit bizarre, like being greeted by other guys who know me and they're like, "Hey, Adrian," and I'm like, "What?" Or fist bump. It's weird. I'm not used to it, but it's nice. And it's interesting to see like the ways it's like we're gonna be friendly. And then there's this one that I've been feeling guilty about putting off. And it's A Suitable Boy by Vikram Seth. You've seen my excitement about this freaking book, especially if you saw my moving vlog. Like, this book speaks to my soul and begs me to read it, but I have so many other things to get to. And I mean, look at it. It's not the size of it I'm intimidated by. It's the size of it that I recognize necessitates spare time and mental energy. But I think once I actually like get to it, it's gonna go like beautiful. Okay. Ooh, we're cutting it close here. So the last book is Mona Kabani's novella For You. I freaking love the artwork and covers of Mona Kabani's books. I really hope I'm pronouncing her name right, but I have been following Miss Kabani for a few years now. Yeah, because I read her debut novella. That was so good, and then her debut novel, which was good, had some stuff that I was a bit like, not to my, part of it was not to my taste, like the corruption arc aspect was not to my taste, but it was still good despite that, so that says a lot. That a thing that I was like, yeah, this trope is, I'm not a fan of this. Anyways, I'm looking forward to getting to this. I've been meaning to since I saw it was out. And yes. This is like the one self-published author that I so far am like, this is an auto-buy author. Because it's like, I wouldn't even notice that it was self-pub with some of the quality of it. Aside from how it feels and some other stuff. I have another self-pub book, I think, but like Mona Kabani is basically like a auto-buy author. At least as long as it's not short story collections, because I was looking at the collections she has written some stories for and was like, maybe. But then I was like, the short stories have yet to fully capture me, so I'll give it a pass for now. And if I get into, I guess, Edgar Allan Poe's stories more, I'll think about getting the other collections that have some of Kabani's short stories in it. That is all of the books. Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, Kilmeny of the Orchard isn't here, and I don't have Infinite Jest here. It's over there, and I don't feel like grabbing it. Especially because who knows if it will actually end up being read at the end of May. It may just become a June book. Yeah. Anyways, that all said, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'm reiterating it again. Hit that notification bell because I am a proper YouTuber. I gotta do that stuff. I think. Has it been working? Having it at the end like this? I don't know. Yeah. Oh, but yes. Make sure to comment about if you're excited about any of these books or you have anything to say about these books, as well as answering what I mentioned, or commenting about what I mentioned earlier regarding like videos about college experiences, advice, etc. I'm not going to talk as much because I don't have a lot of time. But yeah, thank you for watching. Much good reading be upon you.